welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're counting down our picks for the 10 best Marvel games. For this list, we'll be looking at the best of the best in the Marvel universe. Comic book video games weren't always amazing, but over the years, we've gotten some of the best. There have been so many great Marvel games, so we may have missed your favorite. Which Marvel game is your favorite? Let us know in the comments.
Stop running! Kamala Khan, stop running! Not gonna happen.
Before we continue, we publish content all week long. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Marvel's Midnight Suns.
I will remember your face.
It's gonna leave a mark.
A tactical deck-building RPG with somewhat of a dating sim? Marvel's Midnight Suns is definitely a strange combination of genres, but for some reason, it works. We play as the Hunter, an all-new character that we can customize to make our own. The Hunter and the Midnight Suns will be taking on Lilith, the mother of demons, who poses a threat to the world. While the story is a typical superhero story, bad guys bad, good guys save the day, the gameplay is unique when it comes to a superhero game. Midnight Suns is a tactical game akin to XCOM, with the twist of the cards acting as your abilities. While not in battle, we'll be building our friendships with the heroes. Nothing like having Blade lounge by the pool.
Mother strength is eternal. We are eternal!
The Punisher.
I'm back. And it's their turn to die. Time to get moving. Still more to do.
Is the Punisher a one-trick pony? It seems all he ever does is seek revenge for his family's death. The Punisher may be one of the darkest, grittier Marvel games, but this dark anti-hero game sets itself apart with the darker theme. The Punisher is your typical third-person action game with a focus on brutality. You'll have your typical guns and melee weapons and the ability to use environmental objects at your disposal. You may not think of the Punisher when you think of great Marvel games, but going back to his violent tale of vengeance proves we don't always have to be a good guy to have fun.
Damage runs it! He's up on the 4th floor! No!
Marvel Snap. We often dismiss gacha games or phone games, but Marvel Snap is full of quality and fun. Marvel Snap doesn't try to create anything new here. It's a deck building game, but instead of wizards and goblins, the cards are based on Marvel. Snap plays out in 6 turns, making the matches fly by and having you sitting there for hours playing match after match. The deck size is smaller with only 12 cards per deck, but this helps with strategy. You'll be able to easily set a deck up for moving, destroying, and buffing. Making a deck with synergy is the main appeal. Since it's a mobile game, of course there are some dreadful gacha mechanics, but Snap doesn't shove it down your throat and actually has you unlocking cards at a pretty nice pace. Marvel Snap takes all the gross mobile junk in gacha games away and gives players excellent rewards to keep them playing.
Victory!
XMen.
In the 21st century, evil mutants led by Magneto aim to destroy the world.
I hope you brought a lot of quarters, because this arcade game is no joke. XMen is a classic Konami side-scrolling beat-em-up that often is forgotten compared to some of the other classics. This dual-screen 6-player arcade beat-em-up has us playing as one of 6 X-Men as we take on Magneto and his goons. This is the 90s X-Men, so we have our typical crew of Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Dazzler. The gameplay is pretty standard, moving left to right, punching and kicking any baddies that happen to be in our way until we finally face Magneto. Along the way, you'll run into classic X-Men baddies like Juggernaut, the Blob, and Mystique. X-Men is probably one of the best superhero arcade games, and the cabinet sets itself apart with the dual monitors and actual room for players to stand.
I
am Magneto, Master of Magnet.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Always late.
Hello, team. Welcome to Stark Tower, my pride and joy. It's 40 stories of heaven on Earth.
Ultimate Alliance is a Marvel fan's dream game. A group of supervillains form an alliance in hopes of attaining ultimate power and controlling the world. So, naturally, heroes do the same, but for the good of the world. Marvel Ultimate Alliance has us picking a team of 4 from the 20-hero roster to travel through the Marvel Universe to see different characters and locations. Ultimate Alliance is an action RPG that focuses on the squad you build. You could take any 4 characters and throw them into your squad, but an established team will gain buffs.
Speaking of that, what is our next mission, Colonel?
I recently received a radio transmission from Dum Dum Dugan requesting that I come to the Omega base.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2: New Age of Heroes. One of the biggest crossover fighting games ever has to be MVC2. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 takes both worlds of Marvel and Capcom and throws them into a ring to duke it out. Pick your team of 3 fighters, the last one standing takes the victory. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is often praised for its huge roster with deep cuts. But with 56 characters of all shapes and sizes, balancing is not the game's forte. While Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was more balanced, there's something fun about the roster being out there and sort of broken. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Think it's too late to apologize? They still run! They will not listen!
I don't think a video game has portrayed comic book characters as well as Guardians of the Galaxy has. Guardians of the Galaxy stayed true to the characters, with Star-Lord being the goofy, lovable leader, Gamora being a hardened killer, Drax being the dummy of the group, and Rocket and Groot showing brotherly love, even if Rocket has a bad mouth on him. The galaxy is threatened and the Guardians plan on saving it. To do so, they'll travel to unique planets full of just as unique baddies. The main draw to Guardians of the Galaxy is the gameplay. Having the team fight along each other while using combos really makes the team feel like a team. Everything we fell in love with from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie is here, with the exception of Chris Pratt. The game oozes 80s nostalgia and even has the iconic music.
Girlfriend? Is it Janie? Oh, yes.
It's not Janie.
She is so smart. Love Janie. Okay, I'm just teasing.
The Incredible Hulk: Ultimate Destruction. I've never felt like the Hulk more than when playing Ultimate Destruction. While the story isn't the main draw to Ultimate Destruction, it's still here. Bruce Banner goes into hiding, only to be found by the Division. The game has us playing as the Hulk in an open world that is ours to destroy. This is where the game shines. The combat makes you feel powerful by letting you run up buildings, leap around while pushing cars out of the way, and even taking buses and turning them into boxing gloves. The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction is the ultimate power trip that's full of destructive mayhem. Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Whoa! Thanks for swinging by, Spider-Man.
The LEGO games are always a blast, and when there's a property involved, so much care goes into the world and characters. LEGO Marvel Superheroes is a love letter to all Marvel in a cute little LEGO package. The heroes must stop Loki before he collects all the cosmic bricks. To do this, we'll be traveling the open world and doing missions to take on familiar villains. LEGO Marvel Superheroes has a huge roster of 155 playable minifigs. Now, some of these are more funny joke characters like Stan Lee, but the game is full of great heroes like Iron Man and the Hulk. LEGO Marvel Superheroes could have been an easy cash grab, and it turned into a great open world superhero game full of charm and blocks to break.
Secure that cosmic brick, Coulson, and make sure it gets to the Fantastic Four's lab for analysis.
Yes, sir.
Marvel's Spider-Man.
Excuse me, late for work!
Is there any better Marvel game than Marvel's Spider-Man? Well, maybe Spider-Man Miles Morales, but both games set the bar for what we want in a Marvel game. Everything in this game felt perfect. Combat felt like we'd imagined comic book punches to feel, swinging around New York was the best we've ever seen and felt, and seeing a more mature Peter Parker was refreshing too. We played as a seasoned Spider-Man in Marvel's Spider-Man, so jumping to Miles Morales was a nice change for us, as Miles was just learning his power, and all that can be felt in his swinging and combat. No matter which of the two Spider-Man games you like, either can be called the best Marvel video game.
Hey y'all, we're gonna be a little bit more serious today.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out some other clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.